Alright, welcome back for another multiplayer cast, playing as Norsca again. This time we're bringing in Wulfrik the Wanderer as our lord, and we are matched up against Tzeentch on Death Pass. So, let's get this going. Alright, so I brought a giant, mostly for shits and giggles. I'm trying to make sure I try out at least each unit, and I noticed that sometimes with big units I forget to use them. And let's see what my opponent is going for. So he's got a lot of Forsaken, he's got Severed Claw, Weird Spawn, Kairos Fateweaver. So not a lot of ranged firepower, so I can bring the giant up. I wanted to keep him in the woods so my opponent wouldn't see him right away. I don't know if he was actually hidden. It's kind of hard to hide someone that big, but I can't tell if this is all of their starting force. It's interesting he went for so many Forsaken. I think what I'm going to do here is have these guys fire, but on skirmish mode, have the standard Marauder sit in the back, and get the great weapon fellas up in front. Have this guy on the right side. I want to keep the giant away from the Severed Claw. Not a good catch for my opponent, honestly. Match up these Marauders with the Forsaken. He's got, let's see, what are these guys coming in here? Alright, I'm fine with that. Let's run on top of them. Trying to disrupt my shooting, but get these guys going. So hunters, we want firing at the Weird Spawn. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna bring on my caster. I bought a Premier Bale Fiend because I figured he'd be good. Whoa, hello. These guys are pushing through. Didn't expect that. Wow, I'm actually surprised how fast the Forsaken shoot through my guys. Okay, so Giant get on top of that. The Bale Fiend go and join. And I need to get some infantry mixed in here. I'll make sure Wulfrik is focusing on these guys. Get his buff. We're gonna drop the boat on these guys. He doesn't look like he's paying attention to them right now. Alright, I need to bring on some infantry if I got them. So what do I have? I actually don't have too many infantry left. See, these guys are sitting over here. What cast is gonna be good? I think Melthox might be good on. Some Forsaken. Hunters need to go after these guys. Wulfrik, I want to still keep him focused on these gentlemen. I'm slightly ahead in value trading. I need to get the giant out of there and away from the... In fact, I need to get this guy out here too. This guy's on top of these gentlemen. These guys back in here. These guys back in here. Hunters, I want shooting at... Jeez, I think I needed these guys to take down the Screamers, honestly. I get off of skirmish mode with these dudes and shoot them down. Alright, I brought on some troops and I don't know what's going on with them. Okay, there's Mira there. These guys shoot at the Weird Spawn. And let's get some chariots going. Trying to finish off these Marauders. Wulfrik, this guy's doing okay. He's not doing great though. Pop that on them. Giant's taking a beating, unfortunately. There's not so much I can do about that. Let's see. where are we? Okay, so these guys are infantry size, so we'll bring on some ice wolves for them. Oopsies. I'm going after the weird spawn. Get buffed. These guys need to get unsummoned. These guys need to get unsummoned. So these guys go this way. Yeah, I don't think we want to be fighting Kairos here. Guard mode so we can deal with him. Alright, Belfiend. 25 or above. Okay, so we'll debuff these guys. Enfeebling foe on them. Chariots. I'll get out of here. These guys up to them. Slightly ahead in the value trading. Okay, so he's got some cavalry on the way. So what can we do to deal with them? I'm gonna throw these guys over here. Just try to distract the point. Beast of Tashnar and some ice wolves. He's gonna be an appropriate response. These chariots around to disrupt the these guys, and then get everyone over here. Run this way. Okay, we got pretty good momentum. Shit, I should be dancing this giant around. I needed to cast Melthox in a situation like that earlier. Any hunters I have left need to be shooting at these guys, or at Kairos. I wish I brought some kind of heal. I don't know if these guys get any kind of healing, but I wish I had some kind of healing to use on them. Okay. Psycho charge with them. Wolves are on top of these guys, and now we're going to capture the point. Take out these Forsaken. Keep the Psycho charge going. If he wants to charge... Oh, can I dodge this? I don't know what that is, but... Wulfrik on the move. Okay, these guys back. Shit, okay. Lost that. Their lord is not in a great place. I need to get more infantry on the field though. And honestly, I think I'll bring another squad of... I'll bring a squad of the throwing axes actually. Forgot I had those guys. I wanted some mobility. And everything over here needs to be... Let's see, these guys are all going to be hunting them down. Okay, these guys want to finish off this Severed Claw, make sure they don't come back. And we'll drop these buffs. What else? What else? What else? Okay, so these guys back. Okay, you guys, I'm not sure why they stopped chasing Kairos. Alright, you guys need to come back. And at this point, now we're just going to bolster on this spot. Keep our trolls in the back, keep Wulfrik up front. He's so... Man, he's got so much health left. These guys need to come back this way. In fact, I wonder if I can sit them in the woods and catch them off guard. Let's bring these gentlemen back up here. Belfiend, I want to survive, so let's run him around. And yeah, at this point he's kind of just, it seems like he's fighting a little bit desperate. Chariots after the Forsaken, then I'll send the Beast of Tashnar over here to come after the Aspiring Champions. Yeah, I guess we might as well just keep chasing the Lord with our Marauder Horsemen. Everywhere else is pretty secured. He might be saving up for a push. So he's got Screamers over there. What do I not have a response for if he brought stuff on? He has screamers. Let's keep these guys away. Let's see. So he's got Forsaken coming up this way. Oopsies, gotta keep the chairs moving. Wulfrik, take these guys down. Yeah, those screamers are gonna get chewed up. And let's see. Saws of Maw of Savagery. What do they call them? Maw of Savagery would be good. Give me a good anti-large armor piercing response. Could probably unsummon these guys. They're almost out of ammunition. Pretty low on HP. Okay, those guys are dissipating. The Forsaken I can actually push. They don't have any support. Actually, they do. What are these guys? Let's chase them down. Wulfrik can eat shots all day at this point. He's not worried about anything. And these guys will unsummon. These guys will unsummon. Man, I really have been paying good attention to some of that stuff. Got Lord, what do they got coming? Marauders and Forsaken. So, just gonna bring on some more meat shields. And we will bring on, let's see, Marauders with throwing axes, and I'll save it for some of the Javelin Hunters. These guys chucking. How fast are they? 90 speed. These guys have 65 speed, so these guys are going to catch into their horses, but bring these guys backing around. Actually, I don't need Wulfrik doing that. 90 speed, 90 speed. Okay, so we're going to pull back with these guys. Pull back with these guys. And now I'm just going to camp. And he's got to force the issue. Okay, so javelins. In fact, 2 squads of javelins is good. And we'll also bring on some more infantry. We'll bring Wulfrik back. I don't want to get too confident with sitting him up front. So it looks like he's saving up. He wants to go for an alpha strike. And if he's going to do that, I'm going to make him move. Get some ice wolves and go over and start capturing this spot. And make him respond to that. Because it's going to reach a point where he needs to get a triple cap. And good luck to him when that happens. He's playing smart though. It's a good thing that he stopped getting desperate and running guys into my force. I just had the numbers. Alright, these guys are about to just get thrown to the slaughter. I just want to slow down that push and allow some of these marauders to get into position. These guys here, these guys here. Trolls in support. Wolves around for some flanking. Throwing axes for some flanking. These guys, we're gonna see these guys back for now. Try to get at the screamers if we can. Pressure the horsemen with these guys. Back to the screamers with them. Interesting. Not sure why he's choosing to do that, but yeah, these guys are about to just get mauled. Drop another melt ice. I got a lot of magic to be used. What else can I bring on? I'm assuming he's going to concede after this battle. Once his force gets pushed off, he's probably going to see the value trading and that I've captured point 1. And I can just pull these guys off into the woods and see if what he sends there is worth intercepting or is able to be intercepted. These Fateweaver warriors, I think I can drop them off. Balefine. The overcast of this. Send Wulfrik over. Send these guys after the Screamers. These guys are fighting the Fears and the Screamers. These gentlemen can come back on the point. And man, this guy is not giving up. I'm not sure if he thinks he can pull it out or if he has not noticed the situation with the victory points, but this game is a foregone conclusion. He just won't be able to get the mass to push through point 2, even if he took the flanks from me. Melt attacks on these guys and clear them out. Poor Balefine is potentially going to go down here. Yep, there he goes. And just more cavalry coming. Chaos Knights, interesting, okay. Let's have them run into the mass and then we'll support. So we're going to send these guys over here. Charging in with the trolls. Who might not like, well, they're definitely not going to like that. Trolls don't do well with leadership shock. But I want to slow down their charge with mass, so that's what that was all about. Wulfrik's pretty hurt, but he'll be okay. These guys back in. Let's see who's not moving. There we go. I didn't even see if I won on victory points or if he conceded that. I'm assuming I won on victory points. Either way, well played to my opponent. That was a fun matchup. I honestly did not expect the Forsaken Blitz, and I didn't expect them to do so well against the Marauders with great weapons. I thought having the armor piercing was going to be good for these guys, but I guess with their low melee defense, that makes sense. The Forsaken have really high melee attack, and also the price point of Forsaken versus Marauders with great weapons would somewhat infer that the Forsaken will win. So let's see. Wulfrik didn't get too much value. The Giant actually did not do bad. I thought that he didn't do as good, but he got 1,200. Trolls did okay. Hunters did decent. I forget how much these guys cost, but one squad did really well. Marauders did pretty well overall, honestly. Better than I would have expected them to. The Maws of Savagery did okay. Fateweaver Warriors actually did a lot of work. I brought these guys specifically because they've got pace, so you can get them on top of infantry decently quickly. I want to say they have around 50-ish speed, maybe 60-ish speed. They also got a debuff on armor, and they do magical attacks, so these guys, they did pretty well. Balefine did okay. Got some cast off, fought some infantry. Didn't do a good job of chain or cycle charging with the Marauder chariots. So not too much value on them, but they had potential. If I had cycle charge good against the Forsaken, I think these guys could have done a lot better. I forget if the other type of chariot that Norsca can get is armor piercing. Forsaken have, I believe, 80 armor, so that's something to account for. Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes did okay. They really screened off the Lord a lot, or at least gave him some trouble, so holy shit. These guys were resummoned, but I think I only resummoned them once, so 2,400 value is insane. I wonder where they got that from. I think I had them attacking the weird spawn. That might have been part of it. They definitely got some shots off on the Lord. They definitely got some shots off on Screamers. Norsca Ice Wolves did decent. Beast of Tashnar, not so much. For my opponent, Kairos, about 2,000. Not great for him. I think he's an expensive Lord. Not sure how many spells he brought. The Forsaken did decent. I'm assuming a lot of them were resummoned. Severed Claw didn't do great. I believe they cost more than that. Weird Spawn, same thing. He only got to use one squad of his Chaos Knights, and it was in the end. so they didn't really have support to shine in combat, so that's unfortunate. This is probably one of my favorite looking units. Chaos Knights of Tzeentch. These guys are badass. One day I'll get a computer with some better graphics and you can really see what these guys look like. I'll probably end up playing as Tzeentch a good amount once I finish this learning series because I really like this faction. But man, these guys are pretty badass. Okay, Marauder Horsemasters. One squad did excellent. Other ones not so much. Screamers did okay. And the Furies did okay. I think he might have resummoned these guys twice. So maybe not as much. But either way, that was a fun matchup. Pretty fast paced it felt like. A lot of units with good move speed. The Forsaken, the Screamers, the Harpies, the Horsemasters. I had the Ice Wolves, the Chariots, the Famir, my own Horsemen with throwing axes and whatnot. That was a lot going on there. So anyways, well played to my opponent. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.